Okay, what's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Is crowdfunding the new tithe? I think crowdfunding and tithes and offerings have a funny relationship because I'm seeing people use it the same way that churches use tithes and offerings. I got something going on. I want everybody to chip in. I put in on this. You know, and just like in the church, you got good churches and bad churches. And what are people going to remember? The bad ones. Because, people are exposed on crowdfunding all the time for this motherfucker asking for money for this bullshit. Or this person asking for money and then they spent the money on that, not what the fuck they asked for. This person said they need this amount of money, but really they needed a whole lot less than that, but they wanted what they wanted to get some extra shit. I had a friend in college who used to call home and ask for extra money because college students, how everybody who been in college know this. In college, most of us were broke as fuck, but this one, his family was taking care of him, and I ain't gonna never forget. He used to call, say he needed money, and he'd say double what he needed, so he could buy weed and pitch it off for some extra money on the side. So that's what crowdfunding seemed like, and tithe seemed to me. What I'm saying? I need $100 for some concert tickets, but I'm asking for $200 and say it's about some other shit. And I'm gonna go to the concert and I'm gonna use the other money to get fresh. That type of stuff. But I find it ironic that people are upset at people who are mismanaging or misusing funds for crowdfunding. But if you go to church and you do the tithes and offerings, if you keep going and you see no improvement in the members of the church lives, then that's mismanagement and misuse of the money. Like, the church look nice, the choir robes look nice, the pastors look nice, first lady look nice, right? But look at the crowd, look at the audience. I said this before, there's no businesses that the church founded. There's no people that the church are saying they send into college on a full ride church scholarship. You know what I'm saying? There's no Mother's Day. We're gonna pay you, Mother's Day mortgage marathon where they pay off, 10, 15, 20 mothers mortgage that month, or fathers on Father's Day the same thing for fathers, or the church actually puts up the money to say run a little league team, sponsor team that keeps the kids in the community busy. Stuff, just regular shit. Like, I'm not saying none of this stuff is ever done, but I'm saying that's the people don't have regular people, which church people are regular people, but people have more of a visceral hatred towards people who, I can't believe you took this crowdfunding money and did that bullshit. Well, I can't believe you go to church every Sunday and you give them your money and you never question them on that bullshit. Same goes for charities. You donate to a charity, but they only have to use 10% of it to the actual charity. So if you donated $1 million, if people have crowdfunded, let's basically crowdfunded, tithing, charities, whatever. You donate $1 million collectively to some charity, they only got to spend $100,000, and the rest, the other 900, goes where? And see, when you ask these questions, you can't ask me what you did with money that y'all gave me, because I was lying and said I was gonna help these people, but I helped them technically, but I helped myself more than I helped them. That's the type of shit that's the problem. So at the end of the day, personally, I think crowdfunding is gonna be the bane of the church's existence, a modern day church. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because at some point, people are gonna say, well, fuck, I'm giving y'all money. If y'all profiting from this money, to turn this crowdfunding into investing. I invested in your project. I invested in whatever you was asking for money for. You know, I need some back end money. And when that happens, people are gonna be looking at the church. Look, I invested in this church. Now I'm investing 52 weeks a year. I expect to get some dividends. You know, I expect to get some returns on my investment. You know, I can't believe you gonna say that about giving money to God. Fuck, you spending God's money. So how will make you closer to God to me? Rid of me that. And I said this before in another video. Like, you know, when people tell you you're giving money to God, and you can ask them who God bank with, and they gonna look at you like you're crazy. So, in my opinion, yeah, crowdfunding and tithes are very similar, and I think they're gonna be the downfall of the church. You know, because charity, we see how charity is going, and that's all pretty much the same ballpark. So I think shit's gonna get interesting. Wait, you see. Just wait and see. Just wait and see. It's gonna get interesting. Peace.